cause every song's a classic. The flow is addictive, I let it calm the addicts. You lacking the faith, Ripley's, believe it or not. I steady all the time, yeah, I got the C4 on lock. We was in the streets, used to keep the heater on cock. Now I'm building the church, I think I'm Peter the Rock. I'm bad about it, I think I'm Master P. Feel like the last day. Told my mom to stash it, they hear it in my music, cause every song's a classic. The flow is addictive, I let it calm the addicts. You lacking the faith, Ripley's, believe it or not. I steady all the time, yeah, I got the C4 on lock. We was in the streets, used to keep the heater on cock. Now I'm building the church, I think I'm Peter the Rock. I'm bad about it, I think I'm Master P. Feel like the last day. Told my mom to stash it, they hear it in my music, cause every song's a classic. The flow is addictive, I let it calm the addicts. You lacking the faith, Ripley's, believe it or not. I steady all the time, yeah, I got the C4 on lock. We was in the streets, used to keep the heater on cock. Now I'm building the church, I think I'm Peter the Rock. I'm bad about it, I think I'm Master P. Feel like the last day.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 16. And in the first day there shall be an holy convocation, and in the seventh day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No matter of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. Koholayamlah, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rekak Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Achium out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Exodus chapter 12, verse 16 in the NIV. On the first day, hold a sacred assembly, and another one on the seventh day. Do no work at all on these days, except to prepare food for everyone to eat. That is all you may do. So, as we see, man, as you see on the screen, you see the Passover for Sakari. You see what it's about. Okay, you see what type of time they on. And you also see a damn AR-15 right here, man. Okay, we're in the scriptures that just state and say that we must carry arms to the Passover, man. Okay, and first and foremost, I first read the KJV version in Exodus 12, verse 16, and then I read the NIV version to give more understanding of the precept, to give more understanding of this Solomon assembly, man. Okay, I'm gonna read the first line again. Exodus 12, starting off at verse 16. On the first day, hold a sacred, okay? Sacred. Now let's look at that word sacred, because this is very important. This gives you the understanding of the type of high holy day that we hold concerning the Passover, man. Okay, because the Passover is not supposed to be a time of enjoyment, a time of laughing, a time of having fun, a time of to be in a fucking relaxed mode like this, man. To be sitting in a damn chair to basically exalt yourself and to make it seem like you're somebody. To make it seem like, it's about you. You're coming here to, show me reverence and show me justification and validation, man. Okay, so sacred. Let's look up that word sacred.
Sacred.
Okay, sacred. It says here, dedicated or set apart for the service of work. So like it's dedicated or set apart for the service or worship of a deity. Okay? Devoted, especially to one service or use. Okay? Worthy of religious, holy. Entitled to reverence and respect. Entitled to reverence and respect. Okay? Of or relating to religion, not secular or profane. Okay? So let's go to the etymology online, because it's going to dig deep. It's going to dig deep on the etymology online. Okay? So this is a sacred on the etymology online, it's adjective. It gives you more understanding about this high holy day, man. Okay, and that's why I pulled out Exodus 12 verse 16 in the NIV. Sacred, frightened. Okay, sacred, frightened, alarmed, startled. Okay, do you hear that? Frightened, alarmed, startled. Come on, man. That's what the Passover's about. Frightened, alarmed, startled, shitless, scared shitless. It literally says scared shitless. I wish I could show y'all this right now. And matter of fact, I am. I'm gonna post it on my community tab so y'all can see it. It literally says scared shitless. And that's the type of spirit you should be in the Passover. You should be scared shitless in the Passover. Okay? So in the etymology online, sacred means frightened, alarmed, startled. Okay? Scared shitless. Okay? Period, man. That's what it means. But you know, we have these Israelites, these other Jakes that come in, and furthermore, you know, let's make it clear. Everybody's playing their position and doing their part. You know, that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah is giving them, man. Okay, and we know that a lot of camps go off, and a lot of camps, you know, still have they spirits in the world, 1 foot in this truth and 1 foot in the world, and everybody's doing a lot, man. Everybody's doing what Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah is programmed to do, them to do, man. Okay, point blank, period, man. So, you know, it's infuriating, but it's also part of prophecy. It's also part of the things that have to play out, man. Okay? But, you know, things like this, it leaves the ministry to be blamed. And when you have, you know, Israelites coming in with this type of mentality, man, it shows you what they're really about, man. And these men really are the men of old Sakari, the dagger man. So let's grab some precepts. And Adawan Ratazal, hoping I pray that this edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Aki and Wa'akwaf. And if you rock with Sakari, that's cool, man. Rock with Sakari, but you know, I don't need your point. I don't need you to come on the comment board and say how you feel. I'm just gonna delete your comment and block you, man. Okay? Because you know we must defend the gospel. We must speak against the nonsense, the profane, useless, vain, worthless bullshit that you Israelites do, man. Okay, and GMS and the like-minded brothers are the only ones that stand up for the truth, man. Okay, 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 3. Giving no offense in anything. Okay, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. But you know, again, the Lord has set up those that are going to make the ministry be blamed. They're going to make us become a target. Because, you know, the Edomites are going to lump us in all in one category. They're not going to set each Israelite camp apart. They're going to lump us in all together, man. But we attempt to do everything to the best of our ability that Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah has given us to not cause any offense in anything that we do to blame this ministry, man. Okay, why do you think it says in the book of Revelation, in their mouth was found no guile, man? Okay, so we're doing everything to the best of our ability to make sure that we're not offending the gospel of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and that we're being highly spiritual and to not have a carnal mindset, to not be of the world, man. Okay? Point blank, period, man. Giving no offense in anything, man. That the ministry, what ministry? The ministry of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, be not blamed. That this be a sheep, a lamb without blemish, man. Okay? And every single work that we bring forth has no blemishes, no errors, man. Okay? So this is going to be the book of Philippians chapter 2. I'm going to read verse 15. That ye may be blameless and harmless. Okay, so you must be blameless in every single aspect of this truth. And harmless. So is this harmless right here? You at the Passover, not even recognizing it or celebrating it or partaking it correctly, man. You at the Passover with a goddamn AR-15, man. You know, and decked out with some, what, I don't know what the, come on, man. God, man. Jake, man, you niggas, man, is just wicked, man. But again, man, everybody has to play their role that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has programmed them for and set them up for, man. Okay? Philippians chapter 2, verse 15, that ye may be blameless and harmless. And this is not being harmless, man. This is saying, I wish a nigga would. This is saying, try me. This right here is saying me, we about that life. This is right here saying, we lay niggas down. Okay, what does it say in the scriptures to have this mentality, man? Where in the scriptures does it say to, you know, be a carnal minded, man? Where? You know, don't go to the, oh, well, I wish I say, you said you can get a sword, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And it also states in the scriptures in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1 on down, that there's a time for war and a time for peace and a time for laughter, etc., man. And right now it's the time to speak. It's a time to proclaim and profess these words, man. It's not a time to be carnal, man. We cannot win with Esau's blessing, man. What do you niggas not get, man? And also too, this is probably with a lot of these camps controlled opposition, man. They were set up to make the ministry be full of blame, you know, be full of accusations, okay, to be lumped up in one whole what's the word I'm looking for? Salaki. To be lumped up in one whole, I can't think of the damn word I'm looking for, Salaki. To be lumped up with everybody else, man, you know? Philippians 2, verse 15, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke. So why in the hell do we got to keep on rebuking this nigga right here? He just so cool. He just so smooth, man. Okay, he that nigga, man. He just look at this, man. You can tell this nigga he thinks of himself very highly, man. And what did Yahweh Shai say? Who they really don't reverence, man. Okay, the power, the Passover really reflects Yahweh Shai, man. And we're gonna close it on that scripture, man, because you cannot partake in the Passover and not really consider what's happening, man. You cannot eat the Passover if you're unworthy, man. Okay, but look at this nigga, man. This is a nigga. These are niggas, man. Okay? Look at the way you sitting in this shit like you the shit. You can't be touched. You unstoppable. Come on, man. Without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. And these niggas right here are a part of that perverse and crooked nation, man. They promote it, man. Because again, they are of the world, man. Their minds have not been transformed, man. And what did Yahweh Shai say? By their fruits ye shall know them, man. And we see your fruits. Your fruits show what you're about, man. Okay? They show exactly what you're about. Okay? But again, you keep on getting reproved and rebuked. And what do y'all do? You find an excuse to validate and justify your wickedness, man. Among whom ye shine as lights in the world. And you know, I don't want to write this out. We shine as those lights among the world, man. Okay, because we have given a righteous sacrifice to this gospel. Okay, to defend it, to correct it, to provide the correct understanding of the scriptures, to walk uprightly in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, to please him, man. Okay, we're not out here for a fucking name. You know, to get some type of currency off of this truth. Okay, to get to be exalted amongst a lot of things, man. No, man, it's about Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai word being spoken, man. Okay, you're nobodies, man. You ain't shit. Okay, period. Not me, myself, and other brothers. We make that statement a lot. We ain't shit, man. Okay. We humble ourselves, man. It's called having humility, man. And again, man, what do Yahweh Shai say about these damn weapons, man? Because I know you niggas, well, let's go to this book right here. You know, it says this. You know, you get this, you get that. Well, let's see what Yahweh Shai said about those that live by the sword, man. And we see that Esau lives by the sword. So what's going to happen to Esau? He's going to die by that sword, man. He's going to be judged by that sword that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has given him the intellect and the blueprint to make, man. This is St. Matthew chapter 26, verse 52. Then said Yahweh Shai unto him, put up again thy sword into his place. For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. So you're gonna perish with the sword, man. Cause that's really what you're leaning towards. That's really what you see your salvation in. That's really what you embrace. That's really what you acknowledge, man. You really think that the carnal means of this world can save you, man. You know, it's just a game with you niggas, man. You chucking and you jiving, man. You're really not sincere. You're really not humble. You don't have any integrity. You don't have no fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because you literally think you can take Esau's blessing and gravitate it towards you and have some type of a protection. Okay? Again, St. Matthew 26 verse 52. Then Yahweh Shai said unto him, put up again thy sword into his place. Okay, and again, it's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with, you know, if you have your permit to carry a weapon, and you know, and if you know you go to the range, whatever case may be. But that's something that you do personal, man. You don't record that shit and then air it out on social media, man. You don't air it out on the platforms to show Israel, man. No, if that's something that you're into, let that be, you know, behind the camera, man. You don't have to broadcast that and advertise that to Israel, man, because they're gonna think that's okay, man. Esau has shit that we haven't seen yet. That fucking gun is gonna be no match for, man. And he's dying to try these things on you Israelites. And guess what? He's going to. The Lord's gonna put the spirit on him to do so, and he's gonna let these Edomites do that. Okay. So keep on thinking that AR-15, them Glock 19s, Glock 45s, whatever. Okay, them Smith & Wessons is going to save you, man. Nah, man. For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. So y'all going to perish by them swords, man. Because y'all put y'all trust, y'all faith in those swords, man. And again, let's grab this. Romans chapter 8. And let's start off at verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. And this is a prime example. They are after the flesh. Look at this, man. This nigga really irks me, man. Both of these niggas. This nigga right here, this big forehead nigga right here, and this Negro right here, man. You're nobodies, man. Real talk, man. You're nobodies. And trust and believe. I'm not jealous. I'm not envious. It's nothing. It's just the audacity of you niggas, man, to really think that, you know, you above Yahweh Shai and Yahweh, man. Okay, but we see that y'all do the things of the flesh, man. You're not spiritual. Y'all carnal minded. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit, man. Okay, and we also know in the book of St. John chapter 4, verse 24, I want to say that it says, when you come to worship, reverence, honor, give glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you must worship him in what? In spirit, and in what else? And in truth. Okay? The Lord said he's going to protect us. He's going to provide for us. So why in the hell did you need to go to a goddamn, whether it be online or to a gun shop to buy goddamn AR-15s, man? And Glocks and extended clips, all this stuff, man. Heavy magazines with 1,000 rounds and all this madness, man. No, that's being carnal minded. That's of the flesh. That's the spirit of Esau, man. That's the spirit of a heathen, man. And which, and you know, to be honest, that's the spirit that these Negroes have. The spirit of a heathen. Verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death. Do you hear that? For to be carnally minded is death. So we already know who's marked. The Lord is already showing. The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is already showing us who is marked for destruction, man. Okay, because they're carnally minded and they want to seek death. They don't want to seek everlasting life. They don't want to seek protection from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, guidance, direction. Okay, they want to seek protection from the arms of this world, protection from the modern day sword that is built up today, man. That's what they trust in. That's what they believe in, man. They believe in the customs of this world. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And that's how we must walk in this truth. We must be spiritually minded, okay, to receive life and everlasting peace, everlasting life and everlasting peace. All right. because we know the end game of all these things and the matters and how it's going to direct us too, man. And that's why we don't walk like this. That's why we don't do the things that these other congregations, camps, whatever you want to call these Negroes, that they do. Okay? Because we know the outcome. And furthermore, we fear Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. And again, this is a sacred assembly, not a goddamn chuck and jive. Let's do something like immaculate, and just have it, above and beyond. Let's have security. Let's have guns on deck. Let's do this. Come on, man. You're not glorifying, exalting, and acknowledging Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. You're glorifying and exalting yourself, man. And that's what I mainly see in this, man. Okay, because Alizé really believes in his wicked mind that when the kingdom comes, that he's going to be set up as a priest from the tribe of Levi. That the Levitical priesthood of the Old Testament is going to be reestablished with the Levites, when actually it's going to be reestablished with all tribes. Okay, Judah on down to Issachar, and right now we're being prepped to be priests. Judah on down to Issachar. Every man in every tribe is going to be a priest in the kingdom. Okay? So that position that the Levites held in the days of old will be on every nation of Israel. Okay? Judah down to Issachar. Verse 7. Because the carnal minded is enmity. Okay? Because the carnal minded is enmity against. Okay? So you have hatred against the Most High. So you believe how the Most High is telling you to do things isn't right. Okay? So you're adding your own flavor, your own twist, your own corruption, pollution to it. That's what it is, man. And it's vain. It's useless. Okay? It produces no cause, man. Because the carnal minded is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So what you're doing is lawlessness, man. You're not submitting yourself to the law when a lot of you camps push the law, and they're one of them. And you're going against it. And you know you're going against it because you want to be justified. You want to be glorified. You want to be exalted. You want to be acknowledged. Oh, look what I did for y'all, Israel. Look how we're going to celebrate this, man. We're going to have fun. Last year we went to a gentleman's club, and now we're going to do it like this, man. Okay? And ain't no telling, man, if they doing the same thing they did last year, they just might not advertise it or broadcast it, man. Okay? Well, let's continue. Salakia. It's just, man, these are false brethren, man. These are false brethren, man. But again, everybody has their position, and it's truth. Everybody has to do as Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai programmed them to do. Okay? Galatians chapter 2, verse 4. And that because of false brethren, unawares brought in. These are false brethren, false brothers. Okay? Brought in unawares, man. Okay? Who came in privately to spy out our liberty, Salakia. Salakia. Galatians 2 verse 4. And that because of false brethren, unawares brought in, who came in privately to spy out our liberty, which we have in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, that they might bring us to bondage, bring us to all types of hell, man. Okay, to speed up the process of the persecution, man, which it has to come, it has to be brought. Because once that persecution is brought, then we know our salvation is near. Once the prophets is taken off of the streets, because again, like I said earlier, this is more than likely controlled opposition, man. The stage is being set. All these camps are doing these things in these certain ways to apply to that track record, that file, to add more blame to it, man. So when they come at us, they can say this and say that and say this and show all this footage, man. They're gonna show all this stuff to condemn us, man. And again, they're gonna lump every single camp into one pot. Okay. Nobody's going to be split up. It's going to be everybody in one goddamn pot, man. And they're going to be showing stuff like this, man. Look, this is what they're about. These black Hebrew Israelites. Yada, 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 this and that. Okay, but at the end of the day, it's a part of prophecy. It has to happen. It has to happen. All right? But these are false brethren, man. False brethren. Let me grab another one. Okay. This is 2 Peter chapter 2, starting off at verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord Yahushua that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. Because we know for a fact that these are false prophets, false teachers, bringing in damnable heresies of their own mind, their own emotions, their own thoughts, their own will. And they deny Yahushua, even though they try to acknowledge him when they say, we give all honor and praises to Yahweh, and so we do in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, which is bullshit. You don't mean it. Because you literally say that Yahushua, I've heard out your mouth, Alazar, okay, that you say that when Yahushua comes back, he's going to need a Levitical priest from the tribe of Levi, which that's bullshit. That's not true. And y'all literally just see Yahushua as another prophet, as in Isaiah and, Ezekiel, etc. Y'all don't see Yahushua as acknowledging him, giving him glory, reverencing him, or even worshiping him, when the scriptures state that fact. When the Lord Yahweh said, listen to his son, and when the Lord Yahweh said in the book of the Torah that he was going to set up a prophet from our brethren out of the tribe of Judah, okay, which we know that's the tribe that Yahushua came from, that he was going to speak the words of Yahweh, and that we had to listen to him, and that if we didn't, that we would be put to fucking death. So guess what your end game is? End game is death. And that's out of the Torah. That's out of the Torah, which y'all like to. It doesn't say that in the Torah. If it doesn't say that from the Torah, from the New Testament, it holds no value. And y'all literally going against what Yahweh said. Okay? And many shall follow their pernicious ways, which you see. Look at all these people. And this is probably just some of the people that could come. Okay? And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. Okay? And they speak evil of the truth. They do it crafty, man. Okay? By eloquent words, eloquent speeches, and a delightful delivery, man. Okay? So let's continue. Let's go to the book of Titus, chapter 1. I'm going to start off at verse 15. Unto the pure, all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. So these cats are defiled and unpure and unbelieving, man. That's why they're creating their own righteousness. They're creating their own will. They're doing things their own way. Because again, you cannot find an account in the scriptures where it says to worship when we acknowledge the Passover, to have a damn sword, some type of instrument of war that brings forth death, to be involved in the Passover. You go through the process. You read the Hebrew, you do the prayers, you do the curses, etc. You do the anointing, okay, and then you go into the process of eating the lamb, the bitter herbs, and the unleavened bread. And while you do that, you have your shoes on your feet, your staff in your hand, and you eat the food with haste. You're not celebrating, you're not laughing, you're not, playing NBA YoungBoy, okay, that new Drake, that new J. Cole, that Kendrick Lamar diss track, whatever the case may be. No, man. It's a sacred assembly, a sacred high holy day assembly for you to put in yourself in the remembrance of the bitterness that we went through in Egypt, to bring back to mind of what happened when the Lord had us put that blood over our houses, and what he did to finally get the Pharaoh of Egypt at that time to release us, man. He brought forth death, and everybody that didn't have that covering, that blood on them, got put to death, man. Okay? It just shows you, you know, the pain that we had to go through. Why do you think we eat the bitter herbs of horseradish, man? Because when you eat that horseradish, man, you know, it automatically burns in your throat and your nose. It makes your eyes cry. That's the type of spirit that we was in Egypt, man. We were crying out to the Lord, man. Okay, we were begging the Lord to save us, man. To receive redemption, salvation. Okay? But these niggas right here, they are enjoying the world, man. This is enjoying the world. This is an event to have a good time, to party, you know, to drink some wine, get drunk, you know, probably listen to Deacon Akar's new mixtape, his new album. You know, when that next video coming out, Deacon, oh man, I'm shooting it right now. You know how I go, man. You know, I got putting that work, man. 300 for a feature, man. You know, I'm doing it for Israel, man. 300 for a feature, man. Okay, and I bet you when they was eating that land, they was playing this nigga's mixtape or his album, whatever you want to call it. I bet you they was playing it. Okay, and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. And we see the examples. We see the examples of their mind and their conscience being defiled, man. Okay, because a real true man that fears and that really is sincere and has humility and that's really in this truth to please the Lord would not do bullshit like this, man. Okay, would not, you know, even put in his mind to even, you know, have a thought to do some nonsense like this, man. It seems like these niggas are getting worse and worse every year, man. Okay, verse 16. They profess that they know the Most High, so they profess that they know Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, right? Yes, they profess it. Okay, they go out to the highways and the byways, they do the work, they do sit downs. You know, they do teach, you know, Israel, that you Israel. That's one thing that they do teach correctly, is that you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native and Central Indians, that you're Israelites. That's one thing that they do. Okay, so we must give them that, and they do teach that the CHIP is the RFID chip. That's one thing that they got correct, which they got from my elder apostles on down. Okay, all right. But you know, there's a lot of things that's wrong with these dudes. You know, if it doesn't say thus saith the Lord, it holds no value. It's not profitable. The books of Paul, all of them. Now they're saying all of them doesn't have authority. Just some of the things that Paul say that they want to use when it benefits them. Okay, you know, the book of Mark is not valuable. The book of Luke. You know, why don't you niggas just go ahead and say your Old Testament Israelites, man? Just go ahead and say it. Verse 16. They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny them. Look at their works. What did Yahweh Shai say? By their fruit, which is your works, ye shall know them. Okay. They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient unto every good work, reprobate. And that's what we see, man. The disobedient reprobates, man. Because they're not doing as told via the scriptures. They're doing as told by their own conscience, their own mind. We're going to do it big, but we're going to get some chairs, like some king chairs, deacon, and we're going to sit up there. I'm going to slouch in mine, and, you know, it's going to be on and popping, man. I'm going to get me a couple of wives while we there, man. Yeah, we're going to bump that new album you got coming out. We're going to promote this. We're going to promote that. You know damn well they did everything that I'm saying right now, man. Because he already told the people they can watch it on live stream, but they got to pay for it. You fucking kidding me, man? Come on, man. I hate Jake, man. I hate wicked niggas, man. I can't stand wicked niggas, man. I cannot stand wicked niggas, man. Let's close out. I'm going to read this in the KJV first, and then I'm going to read it in the Good News Translation so y'all get some more understanding on it. So this is 1 Corinthians, and I'm going to go straight to the point. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, starting off at verse 27. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, unworthily, shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord Yahweh Shai. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat that bread and drink of that cup. So, speaking through the Spirit, because the way I've been seeing it for a while now with these cats, they've been doing and partaking and eating and drinking that bread and that wine unworthily. It seems like they're not worthy to be doing this, man, because they're not examining themselves. Because again, every time they get rebuked, reproved, they find a way to justify, their wickedness, their unrighteousness, their unruly deeds, man. So if you can't take heed to rebuke and reproval and really examine yourself before the Passover comes, then what you're doing right now is vain. Because you're contaminated, you're polluted, man. And as we've just read in the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 15 and 16, this is a clear example of that, man. But let a man examine himself. So the Passover is not just a regular high holy day, man. It's a day that you really have to examine yourself before you partake it, man. And these cats are not examining themselves, man. And so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. For this cause many are weak and sickly among you. So what does that mean? Many are weak and sickly. That means that their mind is corrupted. They're not. They don't have a clear mind. They're polluted, man. And again, they're still taking heed and partaking to the customs of this world, man. Because that's what you see. You see the world being brought into the Passover, man, with these cats. This is worldly shit. This is not a sacred assembly, man. For this cause, many are weak, sickly among you, and many sleep. So what does that mean? You're gonna be put to death, man. And you're still sleeping this truth. You're not awoken. Yes, you're enlightened, and you've been known and informed that you're an Israelite, but you're still asleep. Because again, you're bringing the customs, the way of the world into this truth. So if you're still being asleep and still a part of this world, that's basically, you're basically still dead and mentally dead, man. You're not spiritually awoken. So let's read that in the Good News Translation and we'll close out. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, starting off at verse 27. It follows that if one of you eats the Lord's bread or drinks from his cup in a way that dishonors him, and this Passover, their Passovers, a lot of these IUIC's Passovers too, GOCC's Passover too. Now let's Salakia. I don't want Sakari to feel alone, but a lot of you cats, y'all Passovers is wicked, man. Again, man, just preaching and teaching, going according to the script, it's not enough for you jakes, man. You just got to go above and beyond to mingle and mix the world with our customs. When we're severed, we're set apart, we're holy. Why do you think that 1 Peter 4 verse 17 is going to start with Israel that preach and teach that know the truth? Come on, man. But again, somebody has to do it. Somebody has to be wicked and lead the 2/3 to astray. It follows that if one of you eats the Lord's bread or drinks from his cup in a way that dishonors him, you are guilty of sin against the Lord's body and blood. So these cats, Deacon, second in command, Alizé, who's just too goddamn cool. Just so cool, man. These guys got a lot of blood on their hands, which they're going to have to answer for. And they just, they're guilty too. Verse 28. So then, you should examine yourself first. Do you think they examined themselves first? Do you think they thought about, doing these things in the Passover, that it would be wicked, it would be wrong. No. They don't see nothing wrong with this. Because why? They're recording it. Deacon gave somebody his phone, because this is on his Instagram. So he gave somebody his phone for them to walk and do this real quick so he can put it on his Instagram. More than likely, probably his wife or one of his homeboys. Okay? Which I don't know. I'm just saying. But obviously, you know, like I said, it's on his Instagram. So he had to give somebody his phone for them to do this. Okay? Okay? Examine yourself first, and then eat the bread and drink from the cup. For if you do not recognize the meaning, hold on. Do you hear that? For if you do not recognize the meaning. Okay, so we gave you the meaning when we first started off with this lesson. And which you can get the full meaning of it if you read the whole chapter of Exodus chapter 12. But I wanted to get verse 16 because it pinpoints a heavy understanding in this lesson, man. Sacred. Okay, we gave you the definition. And Adawan Ratazah, I'll post it on my community tab on this channel so you can see the definition. Okay, from the etymology online. Okay? For if you do not recognize the meaning of the Lord's body, when ye eat the bread and drink from the cup, you bring judgment on yourself as you eat and drink. That is why many of you are sick and weak, and several have died. Clear cut, straight to the point, man. So, hey, man, look, man. We not, well, Slakia, myself personally, I'm not doing this video so Sakari can see it and, think about, we was all all this and that. Nah, man, these niggas gonna do what they gonna do. We do these videos mostly so you Israelites don't fall into this temptation. So you stick to the script. Do as Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi told us to do. To not go above and beyond, to add extra bullshit to something that's not supposed to be added to our high holy days and our feasts, man. Especially not the Passover, man. This is a sacred assembly, man. A sacred event. Event where we humble down. Okay, where we're afflicted and we remember what we've gone through. Okay, where we mourn. Will we acknowledge, okay? So I don't want to rock the Zah, and amongst other things too. So I don't want to rock the Zah. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Akim wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Kol Holayim La. Al Benawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi Bahashim Rekat Kodash Watha Wada Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi Bahashim Rekat Kodash. For putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and to warn you, okay, through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you, true, sincere Akim wa Akwaf. So with that, amen, I'm just going to say, Shalom.